Tandberg and Arbach making it back to the pits then. Broken propeller, we understand. Well, they can repair that. Oh, and followed in by Victory 7, also running with one engine, and that will change things dramatically. Qatar 96 take over in second, Qatar 95 move up to third, and suddenly it's not such a bad day after all for the Doha-based outfit. Montevox and Salmar taking one of the 4 compulsory long laps, having taken up residence in fourth. And back in the pits, a broken propeller also for Victory 7, battered and bruised, but with every intention of returning to the track.
Bob, can you just give us a rule check on whether pilots can stay in the cockpit for a prop change?
Yeah, we allowed the pilots to stay in just for a short lift to change propellers. It's safer to keep them in the cockpit, harness them with crash helmets on, than slide about on a wet deck. So it's okay.
New set of blades also for Yotten, equally anxious to salvage something from this day. Quite how much remains to be seen. Victory 7 might be useful in shielding again their leader from any Qatar approach, should that occur. But so disappointing for Tandberg and Arbach. A second consecutive podium has got away. Let's pop back to Rory.
The prop you threw was on the far side of the course?
All the way down there, and we were lying there for a long time, unfortunately. That's how it is. You never know. Even now, Victory came in and did the same, so yeah.
Both wounded warriors return to the fray to pick up what scraps they may. Too far behind to make any impression on the leaders, but a few valuable points nevertheless. They all count, as that man well knows. The 2006 season, incidentally, was decided by 3 points, I think, and 2005 even less. Well, Montevox and Selma, they're still on course for fourth, for which they still battle, and for which they should be well pleased. This is a good performance from the Italian-Norwegian pairing. Still hanging in there. Abdullah Al-Salati and Matteo Nicolini remain in third. Average speed last lap 169.03 kilometres an hour, compared with 96 at 175.11. Currently the fastest boat on the course, pulling 15 seconds out of Victory 1's lead. But don't get too excited. It's much too late to mount a challenge, you would feel. Does beg the question, though, had they not collided with Victory 7, may there have been a closer contest at the front? Who knows? In any event, of course, Ben Hendy and Armari would have taken some catching on a day and a lake where they, with some justification, can claim Class 1 superiority for them has taken on a new significance. We shall, of course, see. With 6 races left, they are still some way off retaining the title. Nevertheless, successful day for them and IATA, the sports organisers. The decision to race on a reservoir raised a few eyebrows amongst the sports traditionalists, as you can well imagine, but it has worked. Almost without incident, the concept of city centre racing is now wide open to offers. The sport has moved on. As do Victory 1, already on their last lap as Qatar 96 approach the pit turn to start theirs. Started third, dropped back to fifth before bouncing back to second. Qatar 95, second podium in a row, not too displeased either. The big disappointment of the day, you would guess, though, will come from Sanchez and Al-Maherbi. Annoyed and frustrated for certain, although fourth on the track, they are still a lap down on Montevox and Salmar, all because of that broken propeller. They know a second place with a further distance Qatar from Victory 1 on the overall leaderboard, and that could yet this season be important. Yotten also let down by a propeller. Their emergence recently as top 3 players back on ice until at least home waters in Norway in 2 weeks' time. Half a kilometre to go then is through the chicane and down the straight for the final time. Nadia Bin Hendy and Mohamed Al-Mari, Victory 1, heading for the finish line to win the 2008 Russian Grand Prix ahead of Sheikh Hassan Al Thani and Steve Curtis, Qatar 96. After that, it will be Qatar 95, Abdullah Al-Salati and Matteo Nicolini. Well, not a bad day for Qatar in the end, but another great day for Dubai. The rain held off just about, and for those who have braved the elements, it has been a race well worth making the effort to see. This is how they crossed the finish line. Victory 1, pulling another 5 points ahead of 96.
Nader.
Yes, sir.
Can they catch you? You flew all the way around from start to finish in the lead.
Mohammed did a good job. The crew people did a fantastic job. They prepared a fantastic boat, a rocket boat, so I think nobody can catch us. We did a good job, and I put this trophy to the crew people and everyone in Victory team.
It was for us a very hard race. We have a steering problem, and in this narrow circuit is the worst problem that you can get during the race. But we managed and we finished on the podium. It's okay. We will try. We will work on the boat now to solve this problem, be ready for the next race, and give Abdallah something that he can control better, because it was a very risky race, this one.
Sheikh Hassan, we can see there's a bit of damage to the front of your boat. Can you talk us through it?
Yeah, we had our incident with Victory 7 coming at the bottom end there. We were on the inside, and Victory 7 just shut it off, and we had no place to go. We were at the turn, and it was very, very close turn, and we had that's the results of it. And we hit them hard, and we had to do another 360 and rejoin the race, and we'll be repaired.
They want to put a 5-ton boat, 14 meter long, in where there is no place to go, and that happened. Okay, it's part of racing, but that's, I think, if we start racing like that, it's gonna end up very badly.
This is how it looks on the overall leaderboard now. Victory 1 building a formidable points total. It's time for the rest to stem the tide before it's too late. And that's just about it from soggy Moscow. It's raining again, but not enough to dampen what has been a spectacular and groundbreaking event. See you in Norway.